Today in this video I'm going to discuss chapter number 5 that has been taken from your second book Moments, and the name of the chapter is The Happy Prince, which has been written by Oscar Wilde. Right, this is a story of a happy prince who was not alive. So before we start the story, I would like to tell you what I am going to cover in this video. First I will tell you the entire story, right, in the form of summary, and side by side I will also explain you through this story what the writer want to convey you. You can also say the moral value of this story. So let's begin the story. The Happy Prince was a beautiful statue. He was covered with gold. He had sapphires for eyes and a ruby in his sword. Why did he want to part with all the gold that he had and the precious stones? So the story has begun with a question that the writer wants to ask you, and the writer has put forward before you that why did he want to part all his gold and precious stones. So let's find out the answer of this question in the story. It is a beautiful story of a motionless statue of prince and a swallow. When I am saying that motionless, it means that the prince is not alive. When he was alive, he was known as Happy Prince. There was a statue placed in the middle of the city which was decorated with thin leaves of gold. Eyes were made of precious and very expensive stones, sapphires, and there was a large ruby in his sword. And first, you should have to understand the concept of migration of the birds, right? During the winter season, some of the birds, they cannot survive in the cold weather, so that is why they migrated to those countries where the weather is not very cold, right? So one night there was a little swallow. You can see the picture of little swallow here, then the idea will be clear to you. Flew over the city. His friends had already gone away to Egypt 6 weeks before, so the crew has already left. He stayed behind and decided to go to Egypt too. He also had to go to Egypt, otherwise he would die. All the day he flew, then he arrived in a city. Night fell. He was looking where he could spend the night. Then he saw a statue placed in the middle of the city showing glorious past of his kingdom. So the statue which was placed in the middle of the city, that was a symbol of the glorious history of that kingdom, right? So he decided to spend the night in the feet of the long tall statue. He decided to spend the night between the feet of the Happy Prince. He thought he would sleep on a golden bed this tonight. Why did he say golden bed? It is a metaphor, right? Golden bed, because the statue is made of gold, so that is why he said I'm going to sleep on the golden bed, right? When he was about to sleep, a drop of water fell on him. Then he looked up. However, there were no clouds. He had felt that there was some drops of water, they were falling on him. However, there was no sign of clouds. Without clouds, how could it be raining? That is the first question that was churning into his brain. The another drop fell. Then he thought of chimney pot. He thought of finding another place to rest. Then another fell. He looked up, but what he saw amazed him. So he was trying to find the source of water from where the drops had been coming. So he guessed few things. First, it might be clouds, but there were no clouds. It might be coming from the chimney pot. It was not coming from. Then this question was disturbing him, from where the water was coming, right? So first he thought of to leave the place and find another place to rest. He was looking right up. He was looking up the sky. Then he found that the drops of water, they were coming from the eyes of the statue. He was looking so handsome in the moonlight. He felt pity for the Happy Prince. he was looking very beautiful. The statue looked so beautiful in the moonlight, but why the statue was weeping? He asked him, "Who are you?" The statue answered, "I am Happy Prince." "Why are you weeping?" Why are you weeping? "Because of your tears I got drenched." Drenched means I got wet. मैं गीला हो गया हूँ. So he was so surprised when he had seen that the tears were coming from the statue, a motionless statue. So out of the amazement, out of surprise, he asked, "आप कौन हैं?" Then he answered, "मैं Happy Prince हूँ." Right. Then again he asked, "तो आप रो क्यों रहे हैं? आपको पता है आपके आंसुओं ने मुझे गीला कर दिया है. I got drenched because of your tears." He told. Then he shared his story with the swallow. Right. I told when he was alive, he was addressed Happy Prince. Because there was no sorrow in the city. He did not know what were tears. All people in his city were happy. After his death, his statue was placed here. Since then, when he was looking over the city, he could see only sorrows of his people. I didn't know. Till I was alive, I didn't know what were tears. But after my death, when my statue had been placed on such a tallest place of the city, whenever I hover, I could see only the pathetic condition of my people. Then he gestured the swallow. The picture of swallow I had already shown you, right? Far away in the little street, there was a poor house. Through open windows, the house, he could see a woman who was in a miserable position. Right. Her hands were pricked by the needle. She was embroidering the flowers on queen's maid of honor to wear on the next court wall. Court wall, a party of where all the people are dancing. Right. There in the corner, and he showed him. That was the woman, and look in the corner, right? Lying her sick boy who was asking for oranges, but mother had nothing to give her son. He pleaded the swallow that his feet had been fastened. उसने हैप्पी प्रिंस ने सोलो को बोला, देखो मेरे पैर तो बंधे हुए हैं, मैं तो एक स्टैचू हूँ, मैं तो नहीं जा सकता. राइट. यू आर अलाइव, सो यू कैन हेल्प मी. आप मेरी सहायता कर सकते हैं. एंड द फर्स्ट असाइनमेंट दैट वाज गिवन टू द swallow to help the poor woman. Right. He couldn't move. He pleaded to help him. There was a ruby in his sword. Pluck it out. You can see the picture of ruby, right? And he asked the swallow, please pluck this ruby from my sword. Right. Here it is useless, but this ruby can change the life of that poor woman. Pluck it out and give it to her. Swallow answered him he was going to Egypt, and he had stayed only to spend a night, but he requested him to be his messenger and help the poor boy. It was very cold, right? But he could not stay here one night and help him. So when he asked that please help that poor woman and her son, Egypt, then the swallow answered him, I'm going to Egypt, right? I couldn't stay here due to the cold weather, right? Then the happy prince pleaded him, at least you can give me your one night. आप एक रात के लिए तो यहाँ पर रुक सकते हैं. Swallow thought a lot. Then he got agree. Okay, fine. I could spend only one night here, and I'm going to help that poor woman. Right. He could stay here one night and help him. He asked to pluck a ruby, keep it in his beak, and throw on the roof of the house. He passed by cathedral where white marble angels sculptured. Right. So by the time when he was going to throw the ruby, he was telling the riches of the city also. Though the city was not poor, however, the people were poor. That shows you that the present king, he was not a good administrator, who was not thinking of his public, right? And he was busy in his luxurious life, right? Where he passed by place, there he heard people were dancing. Then a girl came in the balcony with her lover. They were talking about the court ball, as I have already told you, right? And then a very beautiful girl, she was talking to her lover. She told her lover that for the court ball, she had given her dress to a seamstress, but she was so lazy. But she could not be aware of the poor condition of that seamstresses. Here, the royal people, they were not concerned about the plight of the people, but they only think of their parties. He passed over a river. He saw there were so many lanterns hanging over the mast. Then he reached the women's house. He saw mother was sleeping on the table and the boy was beside her. There he dropped Ruby on her table. He felt pity for the boy, went close to the boy. He fanned his head. The boy felt better and went into slumber. Slumber means in deep sleep. He told the happy prince, though though it's very cold everywhere, but he was feeling warmth. He was answered. This was the warmth of good action. Outside it's very cold, but internally I feel the warmth, because then he was answered, because you did a good deed today. He slept in the morning. He thought to go to Egypt. He visited all monuments, but when the night started falling, he went back to the prince. He again requested to stay for one more night. तो वहाँ पर हैप्पी प्रिंस ने उसको फिर बोला, प्लीज स्टे वन मोर नाइट फॉर मी, राइट? Far away the city, he could see a man in a garret leaning over a desk covered with papers. His hair is brown, his lips are red as pomegranate. He has large and dreamy eyes. He was trying to finish for director of theatre. It is really very cold. There was no fire in the grate and he was hungry also. The prince told him there was sapphires in his eyes. You can see the picture of sapphires. These are again very expensive and precious stones, right? Which were brought out of India. So these and he was also telling the swallow that these beautiful and very expensive stones has been brought from India, right? He ordered to pluck one and gave it to the playwright. One sapphire, right, was plucked by the swallow, right? He could, with that sapphire, he could buy food and firewood for himself, because after that he would become half blind. The swallow denied to pluck the eye of the happy prince, because he was also feeling you can say that painful for the prince also, because if one eye has been plucked out, he is going to be half blind, right? But the prince said, follow my commands, right? Then so there was hole throughout that hole sapphire was dropped in. There was a hole, उसके घर में एक होल था, तो थ्रू दैट होल वन सफायर वॉज ड्रॉप्ड इन. तो एक जो सफायर था उसके घर में फेंक दिया गया. एंड द प्ले राइट बिकेम सो हैप्पी. So he has changed the life of two people. One, the woman, and second, he has helped the playwright also. Then he was again requested by the happy prince, give me your one more night. Okay. But he answered, "There was so cold in Egypt, and the uh, weather is so much cold, and in these days, and I want to go to that state or that city where the weather is, or where the weather should be warm, because I'm telling you why. Because crocodiles lay lazy in the mud, and he should have to leave for he should have to leave for Egypt. उसको उसको छोड़ना है, right? उसको इजिप्ट जाना है. There was a girl, फिर उसने उसको फिर दिखाया. There was a girl crying bitterly because her cards fell into the gutter. If she returned home without money, she would be beaten. She was poverty stricken. In such a cold weather, she was without shoes. Just look at the condition of the girl. She was without shoes, no stockings, and bare head. So pluck his second eye and give it to her. Right. So the swallow slipped the jewel into her hands because she was searching her boxes in the gutter. She became so happy when she saw the shining stone. Then the prince allowed him to go to Egypt. Then now the prince allowed him, you can go to Egypt. But he himself denied and asked the prince he would stay here and help him because the prince had become blind. The swallow said he would not go because till my last breath I will serve as your eyes. Now swallow had become his eyes. He used to brief him about what was going in his city. So the prince asked him, go on a flight and inform him there were still people who were unhappy. He told him there were many beggars who sat outside rich houses. They were hungry and without warm clothes. The boys usually locked their arms with each other to keep themselves warm. तो इतनी गरीबी है आपके इस शहर में कि लोग एक दूसरे को क्लच करके सोते हैं, राइट? एक दूसरे को इस तरह से लेते हैं, एक दूसरे की बाहों में इस तरह से बाहें डाल के, ताकि उनको सर्दी ना लगे. They are locking themselves. And he asked him, could you see my entire statue? Right? You could see that there are so many leaves. They are made of gold. Just pluck them and distribute among the poor beggars. The moment the leaves were distributed among the poor beggars, or the children became rosier, right? Right. Poor children, they were also helped. Now, a change came. The snow started falling everywhere, and you could see only snow and snow everywhere. It was getting colder and colder. He kept himself warm by flapping his wings, but he did not want to leave. He knew that he would die very soon. Right. Now, the chill has made, you could see only the chill everywhere, right? And the chill was disturbing the swallow also, because he knew that he could not survive in this chill, right? So he knew that his death is very near. One day he flew near the shoulder of prince and asked him to kiss his hand because he was leaving. तो वो एक दिन उसके कान तक पहुंचा, यहाँ पर शोल्डर पर बैठ गया और उसके कान में बोला हैप्पी प्रिंस के कि मैं आपके हैंड को किस करना चाहता हूँ, बिकॉज यू आर सच अ जेंटलमैन, राइट? आफ्टर डेथ ऑल्सो यू वर सो मच हेल्पफुल फॉर योर पीपल. तो उसने उसके कान में जाकर बोला आई एम लिविंग. प्रिंस आंसर्ड ही वॉज हैप्पी फॉर हिम एंड किस्ड हिज लिप्स. And the prince became so much happy when he came to know that he was leaving for Egypt. And he said, "Don't kiss my hand, kiss my lips." But he told him he was not going to Egypt. मैं इजिप्ट नहीं जा रहा हूँ, but I am going to the house of death. मैं मृत्यु लोक में जा रहा हूँ. Death is a big brother of sleep. Here इट्स अ मेटाफर। डेथ को बिग ब्रदर बोला गया है स्लीप का। क्यों बिग ब्रदर बोला गया है? स्लीप छोटा ब्रदर होता है क्योंकि हर स्लीप के बाद हम उठ जाते हैं, बट व्हेन वी आर इन डीप स्लीप या हम वो डेथ वाली स्लीप में होते हैं, वी डोंट गेट अप। तो मैं डेथ हाउस में जा रहा हूँ, गोइंग टू स्लीप परमानेंटली। He kissed his lips and fell down, die at the feet. Now the solo has died. The heart of the prince broken into two. उसके बाद जो उसकी अंदर अंतरात्मा थी ना, पहले तो उसका शरीर तो मर चुका था, बट अंतरात्मा अभी भी जिंदा थी। तो उसका जो अंतरात्मा थी वो उस दिन वो भी मर गई और उसका जो दिल था वो टूट गया। The happy prince also died. Next day, the mayor was walking with two councillors when he looked at the statue. It looked so shabby. जब उन्होंने वो मेयर आया राउंड पर सिटी के, he had seen the statue and he told his two councillors that this statue is no more revealing or showing the glorious past of our kingdom. So it should be removed because every precious stone had been taken out. It looked like a statue of beggar. There was a dead bird at the feet also. So they pulled down the statue and melted it. So a nice statue was melted again. The heart did not melt. तो heart जो उसका बना हुआ था वो नहीं पिघल रहा था. So it was thrown away. One day the God sent his angels on the earth and asked him to bring two beautiful things from earth. One of the angel brought the heart, the broken heart that was thrown into the garbage, right, and the dead body of the swallow. So God became very happy when the angel had brought these two things, right? So where the beauty lies, the moral of the story is where the beauty lies. The beauty lies in your good deeds. You will be remembered after your death if you perform good for others, right? If you want to be permanently remembered by the people after your death also, do good deeds, right? Thank you.